Hello, everybody, and welcome back to QuipScope. For anyone who's just found the channel, they might think that's my actual voice.
Pete wants to be the very best. Nah, that's just how he sounds.
This is the show where we talk about a new game that has just come out. And Ben has been playing a new game that's just come out. I think the little theme song he was singing there just then might be a little clue.
Yeah, as well as the title and the thumbnail and literally everything you've clicked so far.
You've been playing the latest Pokemon game.
I have.
What is it? Pokemon Salt and Pepper?
Pokemon Benson and Hedges is what it's called.
Okay.
The legendary Pokemon are just two very sickly adults or radical teens.
Oh, possibly.
Because as we all know, it's cool to smoke when you're a teenager. Don't.
No, it's
just
not.
redact that.
Please
Ignore
don't.
all of that.
What is cool to use, though, is a sword and a shield.
Yes, in the right circumstances. Yes, absolutely. I have been playing Pokemon Shield, which I picked because I thought, obviously the coolest one is Sword, and obviously everyone's going to go for Sword.
Right.
In the same way that I went for Let's Go Eevee, because I thought, obviously everyone's going to go for Let's Go Pikachu. Let's subvert expectations and go for the brown fox thing.
I'll immediately just go off on a quick tangent here.
A quip tangent.
A quip tangent. I remember watching a promotional video before Kingdom Hearts 1 came out, and it was these people saying about how, we wanted to include Disney characters and give them weapons, but Disney weren't really happy about that.
Right.
We were allowed to give Donald Duck a wand, and then they were like, we could give Goofy a shield, but not a weapon.
Right.
So for all of Kingdom Hearts, Goofy just uses a shield and hits people with it.
That's crazy.
Just because Disney didn't
like
to have
the visual
weapon,
image of him wielding an AK or something.
Well, yeah, I think that's what they wanted.
Blep blep.
Yup. Anyway,
Pokemon.
Sorry.
We're talking about Pokemon Shield. So I've played the opening to Pokemon Shield 3 times now.
Yeah.
In a 24-hour span. I played it for about 3 hours for myself. Then I streamed it for 2 hours and started a new game. Then I played the first 30 minutes again to capture footage for this video. So I'm very familiar with the start of the game, but I haven't got much further.
Okay.
I think what a lot of people will note is that it is, and I was paying close attention to the comments on the stream as I was playing it, it's far more accessible and kid-friendly than the others. So they've definitely followed in the footsteps of the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee games, where they have thankfully done away with the awful catching mechanic where you have to tilt the screen round to throw a Pokeball as the Pokemon flies around the screen. That was annoying, but I get that it was meant to sort of be similar to Pokemon Go. So that's normal once again, which is good. But admittedly, people who grew up with Pokemon games, myself, and I'm not taking anything away from the brilliance of the young generation of Kiddlywinks.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you play the original Pokemon games, you can get by. Like you can learn how to play it and you'll be fine. But there's certainly, admittedly, things that were a little obtuse and challenging that didn't really evolve as game development. They didn't really evolve as game development evolved over the years and over the decades. And now I feel like they're taking huge strides. I mean, it's arguable whether or not it's forwards, but they're making huge changes to make it more accessible and to evolve and change with the times.
Yeah, because it's been in a very similar state for a very long time. The format has been fairly static.
Absolutely. But the format will certainly be recognizable, but there's a number of, in my opinion, their quality of life changes as not someone who doesn't understand, that's a bad sentence, isn't it? As not someone who doesn't understand how to play the Pokemon games, but as an adult who has limited free time, I really appreciate these changes. So now, when you're in a battle and you defeat a Pokemon, all of your party gets XP, regardless of whether or not they were the Pokemon that you were fighting as.
Yeah.
When you catch a Pokemon, your party gets XP.
Some purists will be probably
unhappy
with that, but
100%.
some people will be pleased with it.
And there's been all sorts of stinker whiffs being kicked up, in the words of Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, Jarge.
Yeah.
as his friends call it.
Yeah, to close friends charge.
Yeah.
There's lots of stinker whiffs being kicked up on Reddit and stuff about the quality of battle animations and the fact that there are a lot of Pokemon missing. And I'm not here to defend that or say that it's not a problem, but certainly I don't think the vast majority of Pokemon fans, those being children, are going to care either way. It's going to sell a lot of copies. It appears so far to be very competently made, and I'm having a lot of fun. It's set in the Galar region, which, as we've discussed before, is basically the UK.
Oi, geezer.
Well, exactly. I've made a list, Peter, of every single word and phrase I've seen so far that has a Britishism in it.
Brilliant.
Just for you.
Fantastic.
So here we go.
I've seen some visual Britishisms.
Britishisms.
I've seen the sort of bobbies.
Yes.
And I've seen the map and some of the cities on there.
The city names are good.
Yeah, they are, but I've not really seen any dialogue, apart from one of the bobbies literally saying something like, "Hello, what's going on here,
Hello.
Ben?"
What's that then?
Yeah.
So you've got mum with the correct spelling of mum, M-U-M.
That's interesting.
Fridge instead of refrigerator.
Yeah.
You've got telly
Right.
instead of television, TV. Mate. You get
Yeah.
called mate. Your pants with directions is what someone said to me at some point.
Oh, your pants.
Your pants with directions.
As
As
in
in
you
you
are
are
pants.
you are pants with directions. Trousers. They're dead easy to spot.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Gutted that I lost.
Ah,
There's a place called Moto Stoke
there it is
and
on Trent.
Stow on Side, which is so close to being a historic town on the riverside.
On the riverside,
that
yeah.
I can't really get I can't get over. I can't even.
Has some sort of ceramic shoppery
Shoppery
centre.
potting centre.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. She'll Go Spare
Oh, okay.
is another one that I spotted. There are still things that slip through, like the spelling of colour isn't right and stuff. So it's a bit of a mismatch, but it's nice. It's different, and I like the setting so far. I realise I haven't got very, very far into the game, but you've got these lush rolling hills and these big, lovely houses, and there appear to be bits where I don't know if it's 3D, obviously, but I don't know if it's fully 3D as in you can control the camera angle. It still appears to be a static camera angle.
Well,
But-
wait till she says gets hold of it.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, he'll literally take the camera anywhere he wants. But I quite like it because it means that they're able to properly set dress. So when you're first walking down the big hill, the camera pans as the developers want it to, with the sun rising up in the background and the hills coming across in the foreground. It looks amazing.
Spitfires flying over the white cliffs of Dover.
And then you've got Tom Baker just in the distance going,
Britain. Yeah.
yeah, so that's great.
What's the actual sort of world called? Is there a collective kind of continent name or
I don't
country
know.
name? Or...
They always there's probably some lore for it.
Yeah.
But they always introduce it. Welcome to the world of Pokemon is what they call it.
Right.
And there are various regions. They all exist in the same world. They all know about each other. But this happens to be the Galar region. Just like in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, it was the Kanto region.
Yeah.
And in Gold and Silver, it was the Johto region, and so on and so forth. And then there was the Alolan region for Sun and Moon, and
I've heard that the Galar region is currently trying to break away from the Euro region.
I know. I don't know if there's going to be any Grexit or Gaxit.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Galaxic.
Yeah,
Virgin Galactic.
The Galactic Empire.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good so far. I like the fact that again the Pokemon are above ground when you're going through wild grass, so you can see the Pokemon that are there. And when you step into the grass, there'll be you can sort of creep through the grass to go undetected. But if you run around, which I think is you should really, an exclamation mark will appear somewhere in the grass, and the less common Pokemon that are less likely to appear above ground will appear sort of secretly, and if you continue to run around, they'll sort of make a beeline for you and you'll get into a battle anyway with a Pokemon you can't see, and then as you pan through the grass, that Pokemon will be revealed to be whatever it is. But they're usually Pokemon you don't see running around above ground, which is a nice way to do it.
That's nice because it's best of both worlds, isn't it? Like if you might be looking for a specific Pokemon that you want to catch or fight, and you can just run around and go, oh, there's one, I see it in the grass. But equally, if you're like, no, I used to like the random encounters, or I'm looking for a rarer Pokemon and I don't want to keep bumping into Pidgeys.
Yes.
Or the
haven't seen any Pidgeys yet.
the equivalent.
Yeah.
But that's a nice mixture. I think.
Oigeys.
Yeah. Oi.
Oi.
Well, we do have we have a lot of pigeons.
Mate
in the UK.
G's.
I think it will just be Pidgeys again.
Cheers, G's.
Yeah.
Pid cheers. I don't know. Some stupid pun.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That is a good way to do it. And it also means that if you know that a Pokemon is in that area that is a little less common, you can just avoid all the above ground Pokemon and just go for the ones that pop up as an exclamation mark, which is great.
Any sign of Team Rocket or some sort of baddies?
Not as yet.
Only 30 minutes in-ish.
Well, 3 hours.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I like how
on one of your runs.
on one of my 3 runs.
Yeah.
I like how they've set out the story so far, which is a little different in that you don't bump into the professor, because there's always a professor. You don't bump into the professor straight away. Instead, your rival / best friend, who is called Hob and is really annoying, his older brother is the champion of the region, and he kicks off the game by bringing you 3 Pokemons to choose from. You've got Sobble, the sad puddle Pokemon,
that everyone
I picked.
wants to protect.
I got Sobble, and I haven't named him yet, but I'm thinking of calling him Gary because it just seems like a good Gary. I feel like Sobble is a Gary.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call it Gary.
Wasn't that one of the rivals?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Well, he's called Blue in the games, but yes, you're right. Yeah, he's sort of. What's my grandson's name again? Sobble. There's Scorbunny, the fire rabbit, and there's Greco, the monkey, which
leafy monkey.
It's really close to like a bit not okay. It sounds like.
Or just a slur for Greek people.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't going to specify quite so pinpoint, but yeah.
Well, given that it's not a real one, I think it's safe to specify.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, just Greco sounds a lot like a slur, and I feel a bit uncomfortable saying it.
Especially given that it's being portrayed in the British version of Pokemon.
Right, exactly. Oh, the Greco.
Oh, yeah. The Greco.
He's a good Greco. No. I see. That makes me uncomfortable to even joke about. So I didn't pick him. I picked Sobble, and I went with Sobble. Sobble's great so far. It's just that they've just sort of changed a couple of things around. So in the first fight, your Hop, your friend, already has a Wooloo, which is the sheep.
Sounds a little bit.
Oh god,
strange.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
I mean, Sobbles, that's a slur for people from Serbia, I think.
A Sobble?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dirty Sobble, no.
Let's not go
Let's
there.
not.
So he's already got a Wooloo, and then he gets a starter Pokemon as well. However, he intentionally picks, which I think sort of breaks with series tradition. They may have done it before. He picks the Pokemon that has a type that is weak to your Pokemon. Whereas in earlier games, they would always pick the type that is strong against yours. So if you pick water, they'd pick grass. If you pick fire, they'd pick water, and so on. But he intentionally picked the one that was weak. So when you have your first battle just then, he's got 2 Pokemon. Obviously, all your Pokemon knows initially is Pound or Tackle.
Right.
So then you take out his Wooloo, and then it immediately gives you enough XP to level up. At which point you earn a move. Learn a move that is the type advantage against his.
Right.
So that then you're able to, even though you've got 2 Pokemon to fight, you're able to easily dispatch of his second Pokemon because it's weak to your, type advantage.
Right.
So that's cool. And then basically there's just a lot of hand-holding for the first couple of hours.
Yeah.
But I'm really enjoying it so far. They've obviously got this new Gigantamax thing where you can have massive Palmusex and stuff.
Yeah, the original chubby Pikachu.
Yeah,
Pikachu.
thick boy.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to experiencing more of it, really. I'm looking forward to playing more of it. And this is where I feel the Switch just really comes into its own, as I said to you the other day, because I can be playing it on my sofa until like 11 at night and then think I should get into bed. And then I can literally put the Joy-Cons on the side of the console and bring it into the bedroom.
Oh, hello.
And play Pokemon in bed.
4 in the morning.
Oh my goodness, not much sleeping happening there.
No.
Because I'm training up Sobble.
Oh no.
So I think it's great. I'm really enjoying it. I think people who exist in certain... There was a great thread of tweets from associate editor at Push Square, Robert Ramsey. My friend, I should specify as well, for what's it called? Ethics reasons, about how existing in certain bubbles, particularly within video games, it just acts as an echo chamber for your own opinion. So there may be people who are watching this who have only heard bad things.
Yeah.
Because there's just been a lot of upsettedness about the inclusion of certain Pokemon. I'm really sad that Scyther's not in the game. He's my favorite. There's a lot of weird exclusions of certainly Gen 1 Pokemon, I would say. But I don't know. I think it's good. It's a really good Pokemon game. It might not be for everyone as the series moves in this new direction where it's a bit more accessible. But as I said earlier, for someone with little to no time to play games,
it's ideal.
It's great. Like it's perfect for me.
Yeah, just it evokes all the same things, I guess, as it always did, but it's just a bit more convenient.
And I can take it anywhere.
Yeah. Nintendo Switch. This QuipScope was not sponsored by the Nintendo Switch.
No, but the code was provided by Nintendo for Pokemon Sword. Shield, Pokemon Shield.
Sword and Shield. One other question.
Yeah.
So, Sirfetch'd has a sword.
Yes, he does.
Quite famously now. We all love Sirfetch'd.
And a shield.
And a shield, of course, yeah. Are there other Pokemon with swords and or shields that you've encountered, or is it just kind of he's the only one who's relevant to the name of the game? I just wondered if, like... Because when it was first sort of announced and they showed him with his sword and shield, I was like, oh, maybe there's going to be like a new sort of gimmick where maybe not every Pokemon, but loads of Pokemon suddenly get given like a weapon to fight with, as well as, and you've got Charizard with like a big flame mace or whatever, and
right.
That could have been cool.
That would have been cool. Sadly not. I mean, the legendary dog things are themed after the shape of swords and shields. So the legendary dog, I've already seen him. You see him quite early on in the game. And his sort of mane around his head, his sort of shaggy fur is in the shape roughly of a shield. And he's got a special name that I can't remember.
Yeah.
So that's the main...
Sure.
That's the main focus of that. Just kind of like how most of the games are named after sort of the aesthetic appearance of the legendaries for that particular game. Gold and Silver had Ho-Oh and Lugia, or however you want to pronounce it. Red, Blue, and Yellow, of course, named after the famous legendaries. Red and Blue Bird and Yellow Bird.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was named after the legendary birds in that game, because it had Mewtwo. There were so many legendaries in the original
I
games.
don't know. I guess, that was the first outing.
It was the starters.
It was the
wasn't
starters, really. Yeah, you're right.
Named after the starters. So, that's basically that. There's
okay.
There's not. They have a few. I think there's a few Galar region forms of original Pokemon. So Meowth looks like a horrible gremlin monster. I'm not really sure what they've done to Meowth.
Yeah.
It's weird. But I haven't seen any more like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, because I thought that might be where possibly another couple of swords or shields might come in, but
maybe there might be some secret evolutions. Sirfetch'd is the evolution of Farfetch'd.
Yeah.
So yes.
Well, very interesting, very exciting. Glad you're enjoying it.
Thank you.
And are you gonna do more streams of it, or?
I'm not sure. If people are interested, we got all of my Pokemon were named by committee, so it was first come first serve. Who the fastest wins. Okay. So we chose to name my character, and the fastest name was Ben, so it was called Ben.
Okay.
But there was we had a mouse called I Am a Cat. We had some sort of squirrel called D's Nuts or something like that.
Yeah.
All sorts. I'm just trying to think. There was definitely a bug called Bumpus. There was all sorts.
Okay.
It was good fun. I'll keep playing it if people want to see me keep playing it, but they're girthy games. I don't know if I want to commit to streaming a game that I'm going to be streaming for literally a year.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting you complete it, but
no, I might do more.
I
might do more. We'll see. We'll see what the audience wants.
Well, keep an eye, audience, on the social medias and the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel. For maybe more of that, or maybe not.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ben.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Got any QuipScopes? Got any quips?
Well, we've already done some pretty good ones, to be honest, but
Pokemon Shield, more like Pokemon yield your time to Pokemon Shield because it's so good and you're going to play more of it.
Okay, yeah. Pokemon Sword, more like Pokemon Sword.
Yeah. Pokemon Sword, more like Pokemon My Word. My Word. What a good game.
Yeah, that's a good one. Pokemon Shield, more like Pokemon God. It's a pretty good game.
Yeah. That's a good one. Gigantamax, more like Giganta Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I think me and you are just getting so good at this.
We're nailing it. These are becoming like half the video at this point.
Yeah.
These are quips. Okay, we'll go now.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.